It's our Coca-Cola Conversations, and former Alabama head coach Nick Saban with us. Good to see you again, Coach. We haven't talked to you since you retired.
Hey, great being here. I've been around.
I know. We tried to leave you alone.
Yeah, I've been staying busy, so I didn't really retire. I just didn't retire from coaching. I got a lot of things to do and enjoy a lot of the new challenges.
Well, I tell you, one of those challenges, the NFL draft 2 weeks ago, I think we all agree. We talked about you were fantastic. And I know you're one of these guys that is so detailed and organized. How much prep did you put into that draft?
Well, quite a bit. During the first 3 rounds, I probably looked at 200 players, sort of looked at them just like I was getting ready for the draft, which I had done for 8 years in the NFL. So did sheets on all of them, graded them all, talked to probably a dozen GMs, about our players as well as, some other players and how they thought the top of the board at least would, go. But 14 straight offensive players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Offensive players in the first round out of 32. That's why I retired.
Listen, I'm a worrier by nature. When you announced your retirement, I was like, I can't picture him enjoying this. But I've said this on our show 3 or 4 times. I've seen you at events and golf at the draft and, speaking engagements, whatever. You look like this is everything you ever wanted it to be if you ever stopped. Has it been what you wanted? Has it been fun?
Yeah, it has. I spent my whole life so busy, I didn't have any opportunity to enjoy anything else. So this gives me an opportunity to do some things I've never been able to do before, whether it's in business, whether it's, ESPN work, whether it's speaking, trying to influence people in a positive way. Spending a little more time with Miss Terry and the family. So, and just having some, not feeling like you're in a hurry all the time, which is kind of refreshing.
I've always wondered about coaches or players that retire and go into things like game day or doing a game. The tape study, does that scratch enough of an itch from the tape study that you've done over the years, you think?
Well, it did for the draft because that was just like evaluating players. It was just like getting ready for the draft. And I think game day will be interesting because, there's always 5 or 6 really good games that you got to prep for and talk about, know the players. And I'm going to miss some of the competitive part of it. That's why I play golf for the competition. Some people buy horses and get into horse racing. I think
you can do that. Those horses ain't cheap.
Cheaper this way.
Yeah.
I worked in Lexington for a while. Those things aren't cheap. They sell for a lot of money.
You seem like a guy that never slept before. Do you get more sleep now? Is your schedule different?
Not really. I've never been a great sleeper. If I sleep 6 hours, that's probably good for me. But the difference is I used to be frustrated and upset when I couldn't sleep because I knew I had a 14-hour day coming up.
Yep.
Now I can say, well, just go ahead and get up and do something because you can rest later. So not that I'm a napper. I don't do that. But
yeah.
Is a nap a waste of time?
Waste of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, too.
They're good on Sundays.
Not one free oatmeal cream. I saw that on the draft. Not one free oatmeal cream pie in your whole career. They never gave you one? The Little Debbie never gave you one?
I get them from everyone, all the fans.
Oh, yeah.
And all that.
But not from the company.
So, not that I've seen.
That's insane.
Just for record,
I've had 3 today already.
I don't doubt that.
This guy, I tried to tell him Brock Bowers, best player in the draft.
Oh.
He thinks Brock Bowers is going to be a bust.
You made me look bad.
I think he'll be an outstanding player.
If he stays healthy, it's impossible.
He's a mismatched player in the passing game. The tight end is not going to get the best cover guys. So, tight ends and running backs, like Jahmyr Gibbs and guys like that, you're not always getting the best guys covering you. So I think he's going to be a mismatched player. I think he's a good enough blocker. I think he'll make a significant impact in the league like a lot of the really good receiving tight ends have. That's the only guys you hear about. And, that position has changed dramatically. It used to be hand in the dirt by the tackle. Now you're an H-back moving off the ball. You play wide out because people open you up. And he's perfect for all those things. He can do all 3 of those things really well.
I learned a lot from you, but I'm not perfect on evaluation, so I'm going to miss on that one.
This guy used to host your coach's show, and he's still saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, just look at it this way, Jim. If you were a coach, you wouldn't take the guy on your team?
I would. But I wouldn't have let you retire either. I'd have been the owner. You'd still been my coach.
He shed a tear.
Yeah.
He did.
I was upset. when you retired. Thank you, man.
Yeah, great
Coca-Cola
stuff.
Conversations, Coach Nick Saban. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate you.